Dr. Irvin here. I'm continuing my discussion of the gut microbiome. I want to talk about diseases and what some of the current thinking is. Now, nothing I say can establish a doctor-patient relationship or take or treat your specific condition because I don't know the variables. So don't make any changes without consulting your doctor. That being said, look in my description of this video's description for any updates. I want to make these videos evergreen so you can come back to it. I will try to keep you informed and make updates. I want to talk about stomach acid. Stomach acid, think of it this way. In order to digest food, the digestion of your food probably starts when your brain begins to see or smell food. And then there's some digestion taking place in the mouth as it sets up and you chew. But then down the tube goes the food and you're in your stomach, which is in the proximal end of about a 25-foot tube. And in that proximal end, you need to digest the protein. And we have this wonderful system with gastric acid typically, and I'm going to say ideally in most cases, around 1.7, 1.8 pH. That's very acidic. That's battery acid. It's supposed to break down meat, dissolve meat. Now, let's say for one reason or another, good intentions or not, you decide to cut back on your stomach acid and you raise the pH with an oral or prescription antacid. I won't name any names, but you may raise the pH typically to 5. Now that's, although the number is higher, the acid is a lot less. It's multiple times, probably 1,000 times less. So there you have it. You don't have as much acid. So what do you get for that? Well, you may reduce for a period of time the effects of the acid because you reduce seemingly the culprit. But what do you do to the food product? Because out of your stomach comes a product that's supposed to go to the large intestines where it's gobbled up by good and bad bacteria. And if you send the right food, you're going to select for the good bacteria. And if you send undigested parts, you're going to select for less desirable bacteria. And then you may be facing, probably will be facing, leaky gut. And so you see you're paying a price for reducing the acid. So do you really want to do that? Now we know the chronic disease, 93% of chronic disease comes from gut issues. We know that autoimmune problems, which are common and growing more common, can be caused and generally start out in the gut. And so I want to leave you with that if you are currently thinking of or taking an antacid, you may want to change what you're eating, and that's a whole nother subject for other videos, and you may want to hold off on the antacid or discuss this with your doctor. They may not be in agreement with me that the antacid could be causing problems, but do you want and can you justify a higher pH? There are tumors. There's a tumor of the pancreas in which you put out too much stomach acid, and you must, I believe, if you make the diagnosis, lower the acid volume with an antacid. So it's not totally simple, but what are we talking about? The most likely is you want stomach acid working for you. You want strong acid, strong battery acid. You don't want the apple cider vinegar working for you. So give it a thought, think about it, subscribe to my channel as more videos are coming, leave a comment, and I am going to be having more videos, and let's stay in touch.